Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jerome Baker, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Right side complete. That's Woods. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 87 yards. And the Monarchs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard. You look at your fastest guy and say, go
are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mayfield on play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Monarchs have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Was a kicker from that. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Monarchs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Beasley complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Checks it underneath to Langford. And he went backwards. yards. He'll be down at the 30. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Max Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunt. We have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Taking it about the 1. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Mayfield off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Okay, well, so good for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. First down, Mayfield. A big play there. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Mayfield. And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 6 yards away. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 42 yards. And the Monarchs are able to add on to that lead. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns, Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Williams brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads.
He's got a man, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 59 yards. And the Monarchs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Play fake. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fielded at about the 28. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 68 yards. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in the...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 39 yards. And the Monarchs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Touchdown! Robert Woods, 47 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Monarchs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Complete at the 1. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, what a grab by Woods. He's at the 30, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Langford. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Allen. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsau? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. And what a big-time play there.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Monarchs extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. They'll look to throw. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Allen now on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And this is caught by Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Anytime you feel a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching
watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To the air, Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 2nd and 5. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.